Alright, so when it comes to vision and purpose, man, a lot of people didn't believe in me when I started this. 2008, and even before that, nobody was trying to hear, you know, what I had up here. And when God puts something on your heart, soul, and mind, when God plants that seed within you, you know, when grandma plants that seed in you, like, especially if it's something that you was given from the womb or at a very young age. I was one of the top 3 students in my entire elementary. I went from that to junior high. Really the end of elementary, I started kind of falling off. Probably about the 4th, 5th, 6th grade. But even in junior high, like you look at, did I fail the 4th grade? Or I was about to, and in the 6th grade, I can't remember. But I started having a lot of trouble, kind of like, you know, within that time frame, within that range. And so probably, let's say junior high, 7th grade. No, yeah, 7th grade, 8th grade. I failed the 8th grade twice. And then I failed the 9th grade 3 times. So, to make a long story short, I started out, you know, this nerd, this brilliant kid, you know, and got to a point where I was, just heavy in the streets. And so now where I'm at with it, it's really like God trying to rebuild everything that I was supposed to be blessed with, you know what I'm saying, or gifted with or given in the beginning. So it's like when God puts something on your heart, man, when God has something for you, you may get off course, you know what I'm saying? But if you really stick with it, God will always bring you back and align you, you know what I'm saying? So, not saying we're gonna be perfect at it, not saying we're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna be a perfect line, but people are not gonna see your vision, goal, purpose, you know what I'm saying? But that's not for them to understand. There's a saying that goes around where they talk about something along the lines of when God spoke to you or whatever, or when God, you know, gave you the vision or whatever, it wasn't a conference call. You know what I'm saying? So he said these things to you. He gave this vision to you. So a lot of people are not gonna be able to understand, you know what I'm saying, the route that you take to get to wherever God has you going. And he may be having you speak to these people on the way, speak to those people on the way. Them people over there might be scared to speak to these people. But because you've been there and done that, you can relate. It's a lot of people that can't relate. It's a lot of church people that can't relate. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of CEOs and people in the business world that can't relate. You know what I'm saying? And so, like when you look at the vision that God has given me, you know, for this channel, for this music, for this, a lot of people don't see how it aligns. how it makes sense. They like, okay, this dude talking about dating, relationships, courting, and marriage in one podcast set of videos. Then he talking about music and marketing and producing and all this in one podcast, another set of videos. And then he's talking about God and Jesus and the Bible. You know what I'm saying? In another set of videos. And, then he's talking about, marketing and social media growth and SEO and, the algorithms in another set of videos. You gotta take a step back. I'm not just an artist. I'm not just a producer, right? So when you look at the whole big picture, when you look at the everything, when you think of an artist or a record label or Hollywood or any of that, you gotta look at all the pieces of the pie that make the artist what they are. You got the artist, you have studio recording time, you have photography, they need photos done for their album covers and stuff like that, and social media. You have the marketing aspect of it, SEO, the algorithms, stuff like that. You have the podcast, and that's really along the lines of connecting with your audience, them getting to know you. You have the music videos. You have the editing of the music videos and of the podcast. You have the editing and the mixing and the mastering of the studio recordings. You know what I'm saying? And all these different pieces of the puzzle. When you look at a big time celebrity or rapper or all of these things they are into, or all of these things have to take place, or somebody has to be doing those things in order for their career to work. A lot of times the artist is just the artist, and the label is doing 90% of the work. That's why a lot of artists go broke. You want to be your own CEO, you have to take a step back and see the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I'm at with it. Like, you gotta invest in yourself and stop sitting on the couch watching somebody else be great on the television. Stop looking at what everybody else is doing on social media unless you're learning something from that. Learn from that and then create. If you're not doing that, if you're just consuming content and consuming, what's on the TV and going out watching a football game and all these things just for entertainment, just to have a good time, like, that's not gonna get you nowhere in life. I try to, with majority of my free time, I try to be doing something productive. Cause we already giving most of our time away at a 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just one of those that I don't want to be working for somebody else for the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? But some people are okay and content with that. I'm not. I never have been. Remember I told you, in elementary, I was one of the top 3 students in the entire school. I think differently. And I always thought that the way that I thought was normal. Like, I thought everybody thought like this. But as I get older, I realize that not everybody has that creative mind. Not everybody, some people don't even care to be brilliant. They come home from work and sit on the couch and eat a bag of chips and watch TV, and that's their life. That don't sit right with me. You look at Bill Gates, for example. When Bill Gates got home from school every day, he didn't go hang out with his friends, or like doing non-productive stuff. He went into their garage, his parents' garage or whatever that was, and he worked on that computer. Everybody thought he was stupid, probably, except for his 2 or 3 little friends that he had that was helping him work on that. But majority of the people are gonna think that you're crazy. They're not gonna see your vision. I guarantee you. Don't worry about the 99% of the people that do not understand why you do what you do and why you're going through what you're going through and why you make the decisions you make. That's between you and God. You know what I'm saying? Just let them see the progress. Let that speak for itself. You know what I'm saying? But like you look at somebody like 50 Cent. 50 Cent for a long time said that he felt like it was already his time to blow up. But see, we didn't know him back then. We didn't know him before Get Rich or Die Trying. It's a lot of people that say, oh man, you shouldn't be rapping until, they used to laugh about rappers that were like older than 30, rappers that were in their 40s and 50s. You look at now, a lot of the old school rappers are coming back. LL Cool J, 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the Ice Cube, you know what I'm saying? Like, and we need that, cause that's history. We need that. The music now versus music back then is very different. You know what I'm saying? But don't worry about the 99%. That do not understand you. Don't try to fit in. Be yourself. Be unique to yourself, and that's what's gonna make you stand out. We got another podcast, episode 3, I believe it is, where we talked about standing out. You know what I'm saying? Like in a saturated, crowded market. Being true to yourself is one way of standing out. Don't do what everybody else do. You might learn from what everybody else does, but you still gotta be unique and genuine to yourself. And yeah, man. So vision and purpose, man. You don't let nobody shake you from your purpose, your God-given purpose, because that's what's gonna take you far. People gonna be like, man, where this dude getting all these ideas from? They gonna be trying to copy and bite off you. You gonna have people that's making more money than you trying to bite and copy off you without even telling you. Cause they cannot think and brainstorm and have the connection. You look at somebody like Lecrae. All these rappers out here rapping about the same old stuff, because that's what everybody else rapping about. Cars and girls and jewelry and money, because that's what everybody else rap about. You listen to Lecrae. Lecrae music is on a whole nother level. He actually has something to talk about. You see what I'm saying? That's because of what he's given to us came from God. And be real, be authentic, be genuine. You know what I'm saying? To yourself, man. Don't let people, these super religious people, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't let them tell you that, you can't sing because, they don't think that, that's your calling or something, man. If you believe that God is telling you to sing, man, go take some courses and show them, you know what I'm saying? Show them that they don't know what they're talking about. You know what I'm saying?